Welcome back to Unity Engine's Create with Code. In the last episode, we in fact left off after creating our player. We created a prefab for our projectile. You can drag into scene right now. And in this episode, we're going to be adding this script to said projectile. So go into scripts, we're going to call this script move forward. So that's what the script is going to do. Simply going to move forward. Wait for it to compile and open. So, get rid of start and update as we don't need them just quite yet. We're going to focus line by line. First, we're going to put in a variable of how fast we can move. So we're going to do public float speed, and then in update, void update. What we're going to do is we're going to transform dot translate the capital T. So looking at the method vector3, and it's going to go to dot forward. I'm going to do it on a per frame basis, that's dot time. Now we're going to multiply this again by speed. However, we need a form of activating it, so we can do if input dot get key down. We're going to tell it to get the key code space. Indent this a little bit so it looks nicer. I'll put it like that. We're going to put this outside of here, I think. That'd be nicer. So we can perhaps call it nope, putting this in the wrong script. This needs to go into player. So save that, open up player controller. I'm going to put that one there because it's controlling a player script. I do apologize. We're going to now want to instantiate projectile prefab. We can do a transform.position here, and then we're going to take in transform position. Just trying to see what shortcut was available then. So, nope, rotation. Switch back off to my French keyboard. Going back to the script, we're going to public game object. Don't forget to declare here projectile prefab. Go back to the game. Open up the projectile prefab and find our move forward script. Now it's added, we can add speed. We'll add 10. To the player, we need to now tell it which prefab we want. gonna look in the assets. Now, which one did I call it? Let's have a look. Projectiles. Just called projectile. There we go. Drag and drop. Now, if we were to press play, it should spawn the object and shoot them forward. So, now we've got this, we're going to create some animals. So do animals. And we're going to go to our course library, find some animals. Let's find some farm animals. We'll have... Oh, that's a big guy. What other animals do we have actually? We'll go for some deers, I think. Or we can do it protect your chickens. Let's do it protect your chickens. So, calling this animal underscore fox. This scale we're just going to put the same as we have the person here. That's to 1, that's 0.2. So we're going to put 1. Set it back to 0. Lift it up. Might be a little bit small. What do you think? Should we make it a bit bigger? There you go. Attached to this, we're going to need a box collider. Shrink it down a little bit so we can have a look. Now you can change to X, Y, and Z here, and change the angle so you can see it much better. This on the y-axis. Doesn't have to be exact. There you go. Now this, we're going to rotate on the y, so it's facing our player. And we're going to just call this animal. Duplicate that. Duplicate that. There you go. Have a deer and a moose, because why not? Oh, that's a big moose. Okay, they're better sizes, I would argue. Let's go to the fox. I don't like the fox. We'll have a doe. That's also huge. Come here. Right. Reset our variables to 0. Make sure they're all at 0. Yep. Okay, now let's fix this collider. So let's reset it. Let's have a look. They're all roughly the same. It's currently got 0.5, 0.5, 0.5. Fix that up. 0.5, nope. About 0.1, maybe. It's gonna have to be higher than that. Let's have a look. 0.25, okay. There we go. And that's fine. Like I said, it doesn't have to be accurate. So, what we're going to do is we're going to copy component. We're going to go over to these two. Click them. And paste component values. So now they all have identical. Now these, we're going to also add the move forward script. So it's going to be move forward. And these are going to be moving forward at 5. Let's test them. Oh, that's a little quick. Let's move them at 2. Okay. So, I'm going to drag and drop these animals into our prefab. Leave them named as that, even though that's now a stag and that's a deer, well, a doe. And now we're going to deal with what happens when you're out of bounds. So, I'm going to call this destroy out of bounds. I'm going to load this up. Now we need to dictate what the bounds are. So, we're going to do a private float bound. We're going to declare this as, let's say, 20th. And then void update. And do if transform dot position dot z is greater than top bound. Destroy game object. And that's why sometimes autocomplete is a pain. Well, there we go. Saving this. Now that covers things going off the top. What if it's at the bottom? Well, let's do the same. So it's going to be minus 20 for now. I'm going to go else if transform.position.z is less than bottom bound, destroy game object. And that has to be a lowercase. Let's add this to the correct scripts. Well, the correct prefabs. So we go to projectiles. We now want to add destroy out of bounds. Fine. And to these as well. So animals, click them all, destroy out of bounds. I want this on a public float, so I can edit in in the scene editor itself. So it shows up here. Now let's look what happens. So, if you look over to the left, an animal, it'll go past the point and they will get destroyed. That's a long way. There we go. So shall we calculate how big our ground is? So, scale is 10. So let's say we want them to be firmly off screen. The animal, moose and deer. The top bound is going to stay as 20 because it's never going to go off it. But this is going to be minus 15. Override this. Which tells the script to work like this on these objects. If we now go to projectile script, we can change this to be top bound 15 as well. And the bottom bound we can leave because we don't need it. Object. And that is all for today's episode in Create with Code. Next we'll be looking at how to instantiate our animals so they run towards you randomly. We'll probably deal with some collision as well. So I will see you then.